It's Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. Thanks for joining me today. I truly do appreciate it. In case I forget, I want to thank everybody right now for tuning in, for all the thoughts, prayers, all of the great letters, the great mail, all of your support. I really do appreciate it. And I want to wish everybody an incredible Thanksgiving. We are truly blessed just to have another day of life. We are truly blessed to have a meal, to sit down with friends, family. We are truly blessed. So I want everybody to, have a great Thanksgiving, spend some time with family, friends, put some balance in your life, and give all thanks to God that you have family, friends, a meal, just people around you. Because there's a lot of people out there that are going to be by themselves, no food, nothing. Living on the streets. We have vets on the streets. We have good Americans on the streets. We have people with mental disorders on the streets. We have people that made some bad decisions on the streets. They're not going to be eating. They have nobody to help them. They have no support. So thank God for what you have. And if you have some clothes laying around, maybe a little food laying around after Thanksgiving, maybe donate it to a charity. Maybe donate some food, write a check to a food bank. Maybe go out yourself and give some homeless people a little bit of food. Maybe give them some clothes. It goes a long way, and I truly believe you will be rewarded for that. Now, getting into some things today, I was just reading a couple articles. This first one in four people still carrying weight from holidays last year. As we wind this year down, please, I beg all of you to get in shape. No excuses. Don't say, I'm going to do it at the beginning of the year. Start now. Do it now. We have so many people out of shape in America. The obesity rate is off the charts. This is going to cause so many people to shorten their life, give them a poor quality of life. You're not going to have that much time with your family and friends if you keep doing this, eating this type of food, being 100 pounds plus overweight. It's just not healthy. So I'm not here to criticize anybody, judge anybody. I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody just to make the first step and just get out and get moving and get yourself into shape. Don't wait till January. Start now. Another article today I was reading, and it's titled, Americans will throw out 316 million pounds of food on Thanksgiving. This is an absolute sin, in my opinion. And I'm not sitting here telling people to eat 3 plates of food. Enjoy yourself, be responsible, but wasting 316 pounds of food while we have so many people in this country. 18% of America is food insecure, meaning that people are not getting enough food. 2.5 billion people across the globe don't have enough food. And here we are, America, and we're throwing out, just over Thanksgiving, 316 million pounds of food just on Thanksgiving. This is really a sin. And if you have food left over, again, maybe donate it to some homeless people. Don't let it go to waste. And don't, I see people, loading up plates of food at restaurants. And it's just like, I cannot believe that they would even try to eat all of that. And a lot of it is just wasted. And it is, again, a complete sin. Finish your food. And don't get to a point where, you're going to gain 10 pounds over the holidays. We got to start showing some control here in America with the amount of food that we eat, the money that we spend, just the things that we do, the wastefulness of America. And it's not doing us any good. It's putting us in poor health, physically, poor health financially. I was watching a little Fox Business this morning, and we're being told that this Thanksgiving is going to be a little less expensive than last Thanksgiving. Many of you say, no way. I agree. No way. I was watching a show yesterday. They said it's going to be 19% more this Thanksgiving than last Thanksgiving. What do you think? How much more is it this year than last year? But if we go back to 2019, which Fox Business did, turkey is 23% more today than it was in 2019. Stuffing is 52% more today than it was in 2019. And we're getting this news, this data that it's going to cost $58 to feed 10 people this Thanksgiving. And even the people on Fox Business said there's no way in hell that you're going to feed 10 people this Thanksgiving for $58. So again, the data that we're getting is completely skewed. It is completely off. But they want us to believe that you can feed 10 people this Thanksgiving for $58. Can you do that? I think it's absolutely impossible. Maybe if you're just giving them some turkey and stuffing. But for the most part, I think if you're going to feed 10 people, it's going to cost you well over $100. So I don't see prices coming down. I see them going up. Here's another one today. Just in. Mr. Sleepy Joe requests $24 billion more of taxpayer dollars for Ukraine aid package. Now, I didn't say 24 million. I said 24 billion with a B. Now, I want to know where this money is going to begin with, but according to this article I'm looking at, much of the money we have sent allegedly has been stolen. They're saying at least half of the money. This is coming from political figures in Poland saying that more than half the money has been stolen. The wife of former Ukrainian MP Ihor Kotrevitsky, I'm butchering that name, Kotrevitsky, declared $28 million and 1.3 million euros when entering Hungary. If you look, and people have sent me messages from Monaco, and they said the amount of yachts, Ukrainian yachts in Monaco, is astounding. Some of the biggest yachts in the world from Ukraine. If you look at some of the cars, Ukrainian license plates, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys, Bugattis. This is your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. This is your tax dollars at work. And let me be very clear, this is not political. I've said this a million times, I don't want to see people losing their lives in Ukraine. I don't want to see Russians losing their lives. I don't want to see people in the Middle East losing their lives. And I certainly don't want to see Americans paying billions and billions of dollars of their hard-earned money to send it over to extend and finance these wars where people are losing their lives, while people are, rolling around on 250-foot yachts, driving around in, $500,000 Ferraris, private jets, living in these massive. I mean, if you Google this stuff and look at the mansions that are being built over there right now, it is unbelievable, the amount of wealth. Where is it all coming from? Take a guess. It's coming from you and me. Here's another one today from wolfstreet.com. Inventory of new single-family houses jumps to highest since 2007. Unsold spec houses jumped to highest since 2009 as sales suddenly plunged. Yesterday we talked about this. New home sales down 17.3% month over month. Let me ask all of you this right now. Would you buy a house right now, today? It would have to be a really, really good deal. And I'm looking for a home outside of the state, and it would have to be a very, very good deal. I'm not paying 2022 prices. I'm not paying 2024 prices. With the amount of uncertainty, war, the BRICS, the job market, interest rates, just the entire environment we're in right now, I'm sitting back and I'm watching this. And of course, this massive, frothy, overvalued stock market is a ticking time bomb, in my opinion. So be very cautious if you're thinking about buying a house. My opinion, I'm being cautious. Not to say that if the right deal came along tomorrow, I would be very interested in doing it. But right now, from what I see, and let me know what you're seeing, I see just like the stock market completely overvalued, I still see the housing market very overvalued. And that is why sales have absolutely fallen off of a cliff. And now the new home builders are running into trouble. And they have lots of little tricks they can do. They can do mortgage buy downs. They can throw in a swimming pool. They can throw in the granite countertops, the travertine floors. They can do all kinds of things to get you to buy. And it's not working. It's slowing down. Here's one from mishtalk.com. Inventory of new homes is soaring, but where are the buyers? Where are the buyers, ladies and gentlemen? Where have the buyers gone? I think people are beginning to realize that if they spend $500,000, they're going, this is all we get for $500,000? And many of these homes, and I'm not a contractor, don't pretend to be one, but I can look at a house and go, this house looks poorly constructed. And we looked at a lot of homes in Texas. I look at a lot of homes out here in my area, some of these developments, and they are going up as fast as they can build them. And they look poorly built, in my opinion. Again, they're building them as fast as they can. And it says here in the article, it's very hard to stop no matter what happens to demand. So the builders have borrowed the money. The wheels are in motion. They have to go forward. It says here 387,000 homes are started or finished for sale. This is the most since 2008. At 2008, there were 390,000. So we're right at those levels. So who's going to buy all these homes? You look at 30-year mortgage is right around 7% right now. The job losses are a concern. Inflation is a concern. The uncertainty politically, the wars, all this is a huge concern of what we're going to see in this country in 2005. We're going to see big changes in 2005. And what that does to the stock market, what that does to the housing market, we're going to find out. So be very cautious if you are planning on buying a home. And remember, there is over $36 trillion of U.S. debt. We have a $2 trillion deficit. We're spending over $1 million just to finance the interest on this debt. Is this a good time to be buying a new car, a new truck, an SUV, a new house? Depends. It really depends on the number. And look, there's a right time to buy and a wrong time to buy. So make sure that you buy at the right time. Savings rate revisions erase $140 billion in America's wealth as Fed's favorite inflation indicator jumps to 6-month high. This on the Hedge today. The Fed's favorite inflation indicator, of course, when inflation is going down, is core PCE. It has ticked up noticeably in October to a positive 2.8%, the highest since April. We got these numbers today. The savings rate in November was around 4%. January of 2024, it was around 5.5%. So that is a 1.5% decrease in the U.S. savings rate. So people are not saving money. This will be another problem for the housing market. If you don't have money saved up, where do you get the down payment? How do you manage the bills, the upkeep, the insurance if you have no money saved up? And this is a big problem. And a lot of people went out in the last couple of years. They bought a house. They have no money put away. They don't have a 6-month reserve, a 12-month reserve, an 18-month reserve. They have no reserve. So if the air conditioner goes out and it's $10,000, $12,000, $15,000, what are they going to do? If the refrigerator goes out and they have no money saved up, what are they going to do? If their taxes go up, their property insurance goes up, what are they going to do? People are buying stuff that they cannot afford, and they're just winging it. They're hoping that some miracle is going to take place in the next couple months or the next year that is going to save them, because they are one little emergency away from losing everything. Imagine how bad things would be right now if the government wasn't handing Americans billions of dollars in subsidies. If the government wasn't giving people food stamps, people could not get these government subsidies to keep them going. If people didn't have access to credit cards, imagine what all of this would look like right now. People better pray to God that the U.S. government stays in business and that the U.S. dollar stays the world reserve currency, because if it does not, we are going to see a fourth world country here in America. And speaking of fourth world, third world, interesting article here. Remember those Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio? Well, many of them are leaving now because they're very worried, very concerned about the new administration coming in and what the ramifications of that are going to be. So many of them have bounced out of Springfield, Ohio. And my question is, where are they? Where are they going? Where are a lot of these people going to go? So this is going to be very interesting. I think 2025, I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. But when you think about some of the changes that are coming, some of the enforcement of law, some of the new people in the cabinet, DOJ, Department of government efficiency, there's going to be some enormous changes taking place, and this is going to affect a lot of people. But, you know, when you're talking, I don't know, what was it, 12 to 15,000, maybe 20,000 people in Springfield, Ohio, where will these people go? How will they eat? How will they pay their bills? How will they be housed? This is going to be very, very interesting. And not just them. There's people from all over the world. What do we have? People here from 160 different countries. Where are they going to go? All the newcomers in New York at the hotel rooms, when they cut that off, where are these people going to go? Will they be angry? Will we see outbursts? Will we see retaliation when people lose their hotel rooms, when they lose their debit cards? You know, they go use their debit card at the store and it says, sorry, account closed, denied. Some of these people may get angry. So we may see some retaliation. I hope not. I hope everything is handled peacefully. And I want to be very, very clear. Again, I don't sit here to get political. There is a right, there is a wrong. I just don't believe people should be paying for people's educations. I think that, you know, if you borrow money to go to college and you owe $40,000, you should have to pay for it. I just don't think that, personally, I just don't think that we should be feeding millions of people who come over here. I mean, people are having a hard enough time to feed their own families, and now we have to feed other people's families. I have complete empathy and sympathy for so many people around the world, but you cannot blame the American people. They have their own problems. They have their own responsibilities. They have their own bills. They have their own families to feed. And everything is going up price-wise. Insurance, health, auto, home insurance, food prices, utility bills, everything's going up, phone bills, you name it, it's going up. And then on top of that, they want you to pay off somebody's college tuition debt. They want you to pay for all these families that have come over here, who I'm sure many of them are very, very nice people. But just because you're nice doesn't mean that I have to give you a hotel room and feed you. There's a right way and a wrong way to come over. You have to get in line. I think it's such a slap in the face, a disgrace to the people who come over here legally and do it the right way, that people just cut the line, and then we're allowing and supporting these cartels that are making billions of dollars transporting these people from all over the world and getting them in here. And it is just a problem that is intensifying and costing you, me, everybody so much money. And again, my heart goes out to so many of these people, but my loyalty is to America and my family first. After that, maybe we can help other people out. But I don't think the answer is just to flood America with the entire world and then have working Americans pay for it. Completely wrong. And I don't want to pay for Americans who should be paying their own bills. Let's be very, very clear here. This is not political. This is right or wrong. I don't want to pay for anybody else's bills but my own. I pay way too much in taxes. I'm paying for people in Eastern Europe. I'm paying for people all over the world. I'm paying to finance wars. I think it's completely wrong. I don't want to pay for your college tuition. I don't want to pay for people to come over here to get $5,000 debit cards. I don't want to be paying people's pensions in other countries. I don't want to be paying for other people's wars. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I don't want to go on a rant here. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and make sure you thank God that you have a family, that you have some friends, and maybe you don't have any family, but maybe you have a couple friends. Maybe you have a roof over your head, you're eating. You have a lot to be thankful for. You have obviously a phone or a computer or a television to watch this video. So you're very, very blessed, probably blessed more than 90% of the world. And you live in a place where you still have some amount of freedom, some amount of hope. Many people have nothing. They'll have no hope, no freedom. They'll never, ever have the opportunity that you and I have had. And hopefully we're going to see a little bit more opportunity coming in 2025. We shall see. But just have a good time with your family and friends, and thank God for everything you have. And you're breathing today, so obviously you have some amount of health. Maybe you're really, really healthy. You have 2 arms, 2 legs. You're breathing, so you're really, really healthy. And maybe you have 1 arm, and you're breathing, you're living, you're enjoying life, so God bless you. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. I drive by Eisenhower Hospital in Rancho Mirage daily, and it is the busiest place in the valley. There's more cars there than the mall. There's more cars there than anywhere. And think about how many of those people would trade with you in a second. They'd give you all their money in a second to have your health. They don't have their health now. And so no matter what kind of car they drive, what their zip code is, how much money they're worth, it does not matter if you don't have your health. So get yourself in the best shape that you can get in. Start immediately. Watch what you're eating. Enjoy Thanksgiving, but don't overdo it and don't waste food. That is a sin. I'm going to leave it there. God bless every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. And as always, I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. Take care. God bless.